Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are above fair value, except for the Dow. The market's being led higher by the Nasdaq. That's being led higher by Nvidia in the pre-market on Tuesday morning. Now we are coming up to 8:30, and at 8:30 we get the CPI numbers, and those numbers, of course, could certainly help change the direction of the market on Tuesday morning. Now, in today's presentation, we're going to talk a little bit about price targets, and Thomson Reuters was the big winner on the TSX on Monday, up 7.74% on the day, which is a rather unusual move for Thomson Reuters. Now, coming into yesterday's trading action, we had several price targets above where we were trading. And so if you own Thomson Reuters and we're trading it, we had a price target of 281.25 and then 289.06. Now, both of those targets got hit yesterday, so congratulations. You got to lock in some profits up there. Now, coming into Monday's trading action, the average true range for Thomson Reuters was only 1.22%. And we were up at 7.74% yesterday. So what's that, like a 500%, 600% increase in volatility yesterday? And so with that, the average true range has now moved up to 1.71%, and the price targets have expanded based on that big move yesterday. So our next price target to the upside is 304.89, but of course you've got to account for $300 being a big round number, and the market did that yesterday as sellers came in and kept the price below 300 with a high of 299.24. So that's one way you can get your price targets to expand, is to have a big volatility day, either to the upside or to the downside. Now, Bitcoin made a new high yesterday for this move, did not hit our next price target of 125 just yet. And last time I looked, it was trading a little lower in the pre-market on Tuesday morning. Now, looking at the VIX, we talked about the 3 degrees of fear yesterday. And so on Tuesday, we're looking for a close above 1746. On the midterm chart, we're looking for a close above 20. And on the flypaper channel, we're looking for a breakout above 22. Those are going to be the 3 degrees of fear. And so far, there is no sense of fear in the market coming into Tuesday's trading action. Now, looking at our Magnificent Seven stocks this morning, and we're trying to squeeze out the last remaining bits of profit, as the market is probably peaking right now in at the top of the summer rally. So we've still got the Nasdaq 100 trading above the upper channel line. Our next price target is 562.50 on both the daily and the weekly price target chart. Of course, this is the top of our projected trading range. Does not guarantee that that's as high as the market's going to go. If we start breaking out above it, then we will create new price targets over time. Looking at Nvidia this morning, Nvidia was down slightly yesterday, just 85 cents. It's up $7 and change last time I checked in the pre-market. That's not enough to get us to 175, but we could get there later in the week. In Toronto, we're still stuck to the 37.50 level. The low yesterday was 37.25, so we're trying to get to 40.63. So let's spend the rest of the presentation walking through some price targets, starting off with the Nasdaq in Toronto. We're trying to get to 59.38. Looking at the Magnificent Seven ETF, we're also trying to get to 59.38. We're stuck at the 56.25 level right now. Looking at Apple, we're trying to break out above 212.50. So far, we haven't been able to do that for any length of time. And then in Toronto, we're trying to break out above 31.25. Looking at Amazon, we're stuck at 225. We're trying to get to 237.50. And then in Toronto, we're stuck at 26.56. We're trying to get to 28.13. Then looking at Broadcom, we're up here. We haven't been able to break out above 281.25. If we can do that on the weekly chart, 281.25 is also a weekly target. We're trying to get to 312.50. And of course, there could be a stop at the $300 level. Looking at Google, we're trying to get to 187.50 in New York. In Toronto, we're trying to get to 31.25. Then in looking at Meta, we're trying to get to 750. We've been up there before back in June. And if we can take that out, then 781.25 comes into play. In Toronto, if we can break out above 40.63, then 43.75 comes into play. Looking at Microsoft, we're trying to get to 515.63. We're stuck here at 500. The low of the day yesterday was 501.03. So we traded just above the $500 level and trying to get to 515.63. And in Toronto, 37.50 would be our next price target. For Shopify in New York, it's 125 is our next target. In Toronto, we're trying to get to break out above 162.50. If we can do that, then 175 comes into play. Now, Tesla is back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. We broke out above the 312.50 level, so 343.75 is our next target to the upside. Now, we've got Tesla. It's been in this range since late April, and we have made a higher low. We also made a lower high, so looking for a breakout of this range, and we're working ourselves into a nice little triangle. We haven't broken out above the top of the flypaper channel just yet. So we've got a band of support, we've got a band of resistance above, and looking to see which way the Tesla traders want to take us next. In Toronto, we're stuck here at the 28.13 level. We're trying to get 231.25. That is our next target to the upside for Tesla. Okay, folks, that's all I wanted to cover in this morning's presentation. We've got NVIDIA leading the market higher, the rest of the market not doing much at the moment. We'll have to see if the bullish sentiment in Tesla rolls over to the rest of the market on Tuesday. And we're about to get through those CPI numbers, and they could certainly help change the direction of the market on Tuesday morning. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Wednesday morning. And on Wednesday morning, I have a blood donor's appointment.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theyuptrend.com.